Hey family, do you ever feel like you're being used and mistreated and taken advantage of? Well, you might just be. But guess what, family? It's on you. And I'm saying that because people do to us what we allow them to do, and that's a fact. You ain't got to let people take advantage of you. Now, you know when you're doing something for somebody that you're doing it from the kindness of your heart, and it is your decision to do that. But for you to allow people to manipulate you and take advantage of that grace that you give them, that's on you. You know when somebody is pulling too much from you. It's up to you to stop them. And it doesn't make you mad. So if you're the type that's running around here worrying about satisfying everybody else except for yourself, then you're in trouble. You're the type of person that people will take advantage of because they know they can. And some people are not appreciative of your kindness, and it's showing. And so if you know that that's what they're doing to you, how can you gripe and complain about it when you are the one that's allowing it to happen? Put your foot down. Don't be a rug people wipe their feet on. Don't do that to yourself. Tell people no. It's okay to say no. Because guess what? They're not going to fall apart. What they're going to do is pull themselves up by the bootstraps and figure it out on their own. And I'm not saying stop being kind to those who really need your help. No, I'm not saying that. I'm talking about the people who are taking full advantage of you and have been doing it for years. It's time for you to stop crippling them and allow them to stand on their own 2 feet. There's nothing wrong with that. Being a good person does not mean being used and taken advantage of. That's not being good. That's being silly. And that's lacking care for yourself. You are not here to be anybody's punching bag or rug to wipe their dirty feet on. That's not your purpose. If you are a person that loves serving others, that's a beautiful thing. But don't let it get to the point where it's not serving you anymore. It's a wonderful thing to do good. But a lot of times, when you do too much for a person, that stops them from growing. That stops them from finding their way. And a lot of us mothers are doing that with our children, with our adult children who keep messing up, who are not trying to fulfill any goals, who's not trying to do better, who keep making babies. As grandmothers, we end up taking care of the grandchildren. You know what I'm saying? And that's when it becomes a problem. When you can't live your life to the fullest because you're always doing something for everybody else, then it's a problem. It's taking away, it's subtracting from you, from yourself. Now, everybody gets to a point where they need help. Even as adults, we need help. But it makes sense. When it makes sense to do it, that's when you do it. When you get that they're not doing anything worthwhile with their time to do better, wake up and stop yourself. Stop yourself. Don't be people's punching bag. Don't be no go-to gal who I can use. Oh, let me just go over there and ask her because I know she'll do it. Don't let people do you like that. They're doing you dirty. But guess what? You're doing yourself a bigger disservice because you're allowing them to do it. Being kind, being nice does not mean being stupid or foolish. Take that guilt off your shoulders and say, no, not this time. No. It's okay. They're going to be all right. And if they're not, that's not your responsibility. Stop shouldering other people's responsibilities and be happy. And stop feeling like, man, everybody's just using me. Because guess what? If something were to happen to you and you didn't exist, they would be all right. You best believe they would be all right. So allow them to find their way. Allow them to grow. And don't be used by anybody. Peace, love, and blessings.